Right, the next item is that we have a petition. I think this is one of our first petitions. Not our first, but one of them. Megan Blakey is coming to present a petition regarding the ban of single-use plastic bags in the new CBD. Again, I think, Megan, you've got a small presentation?
Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. Hello, my name is Megan Blakey. I present to Council my petition regarding single-use plastic bags, which states, "Let's lead the way in New Zealand and be the first one-use plastic bag-free city in the country." A total of 1,316 people join with me to ask Mayor Dalzell and the Council to ban one-use plastic bags in Otatahi, Christchurch, starting with the new retail precinct in the CBD. After starting my petition online, 2 people contacted me offering to collect paper-based signatures. I acknowledge the hard work and enthusiasm of Pauline Bailey, sitting behind me, and Girls High student Olivia Ridgen. With recent media coverage of the petition on CTV and in the press, there's been a rise in interest in it, but I table it today partly so the issue doesn't get sidelined later in the year by electioneering. For me, the ubiquitous plastic bag is an everyday symbol of poor use of our planet's resources. Some of the values expressed by Christchurch residents after the quakes were that we want a people-centred, livable and sustainable city. We are looking to the Council to help make that vision of a new Christchurch a reality. My interest in plastic pollution intensified when I became an offshore sailor in 2005 and spent 2 years sailing the South Pacific. You'll see my husband and I mid-Tasman in the photo above. In 2010, I was the volunteer Christchurch coordinator of the Love Your Coast beach and river cleanup, involving 800 students and adults across 16 locations citywide. I have seen and collected plastic debris from the most isolated of Pacific beaches and right here in our own backyard. The technology works, whoops, and it hasn't. It's melded them slightly. On the right there's a Quail Island beach. On the left, a clean up at Marlborough Sounds, Motueka Estuary, and remote Port Pegasus at the southern end of Stewart Island. At the recent mother of all cleanups, which included scooping out layers of plastic bags submerged in the estuary mud, there was just too much plastic to collect, and we had to leave plenty of it behind. At a micro level, plastic is already in the food chain. You are no doubt aware of the University of Canterbury study showing high levels of plastic microparticles in the estuary and many of our local beaches. Since starting my petition, I've learned that a similar one was presented to Auckland City Council in 2014. As a result of that process, it appears central government is the only body with the legislative ability to enact a ban, although we had locally declared nuclear-free zones in the 80s, so why not locally declared plastic bag-free zones? I realise that some plastics can be put in the yellow bin system, but from conversations I've had with people, I estimate a very large proportion of bags are used to line indoor rubbish bins and so continue to find their way to landfill. Also, my understanding of the plastic bag recycling process is that it degrades the plastic and creates items which will eventually end up in landfill. It's referred to as downcycling. At the core of this approach is the idea that manufacturers and retailers can transfer the cost of waste management to consumers, in this case, ratepayers. It's time that manufacturers deal with the problems they create rather than externalising the cost and transferring it to the consumer and ratepayer and the environment. As you may have seen on TV news recently, Palmerston North Mayor Grant Smith says it takes 180,000 bags sorted from the waste system to earn his council $50. He recommends we just need to take bags out of the system. So I'll pay you $50 to do that. Even if the council's bylaw making ability is limited, I believe there are still many opportunities open to you to help curb plastic bag use. Run a social marketing campaign to curb people's habit of lining rubbish bins with plastic bags. Keep pressure on central government to levy and phase out one-use plastic bags. Encourage developers and businesses in the new CBD and retail precinct to use compostable alternatives to plastic bags, or to incentivise customers to bring their own reusable bags. Foster production of green technology and products by local businesses in our manufacturing sector. If not already, make council buildings and events on council land zero waste. All of us here can role model good environmental stewardship through saying no to plastic bags and taking along our own shopping and supermarket bags. And Pauline's elderly mum has made a bag for each of you, so she will hand those out. And so with this petition, we ask that you please kick the plastic bag habit. And I wondered if anyone would be game enough to kick the plastic bag.
Gorgeous.
Yep.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Where do I kick it?
Down the runway.
Don't kick it at me.
I'll kick it over there. Thank you very much.
It's a goal. Very good.
Kick it back to him.
So thank you.
Thank you very much, Megan. And we don't have time for questions, but what I did, because I actually saw your online petition quite a while ago, so I asked staff to prepare a report, which I'm going to get circulated to councillors, which means it's tabled on the floor of the meeting, and I'll ask them to give you a copy as well. As you've identified, our bylaw making powers are restricted in this area. But your point is well made, and I remember when I was Minister of Commerce, I was infuriated by the fact that there was an inability of the supermarkets to collectivise and agree to a price that would be charged for the plastic bags. And that would change behaviour overnight. We know it would if they all did it. And for my way of thinking, the government really should. What's the phrase that they can under the Minister for the Environment has the power under the waste management.
Product stewardship.
To ban single-use plastic bags from sale or from disposal to landfill. We don't dispose ours to landfill if our citizens do the right thing, which is put it in the yellow bin. So we do recycle plastic bags. I think we're the only territorial authority that does. But that's not as good as actually not putting them into the system in the first place. So thank you very much.
Leanne, recycling plastic bags is only delaying their eventual delivery to our landfill or to our ocean.
I agree.
It's not
so
real.
I'm saying that. But anyway, look, thank you very much for your presentation.
Leanne, I wonder if, because I think a lot of us would like to take this further, if the ITI committee couldn't meet with these lovely people and actually work with them on this.
Yeah, no, look, as I say, I've circulated a report. I've had that done.
We haven't read it yet.
I've had that, I know. And but we've had the presentation of the petition, and yes, we will take it further, but we are restricted in terms of bylaw making powers.
No, I completely understand that. But there's things that we
I agree with Vicky. We can have an informal discussion with you. It'd be good if you get in contact with members of the ITI committee.
Okay, thank you.
Well, should we refer the petition to the committee? Like, that's not normally what we'd do. So
sorry?
We would normally, when we receive a petition, refer it to the appropriate committee for a report.
Let's move Vicky, seconded Phil, that it be referred to the Infrastructure, Transport and Environment Committee.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
That that motion? All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried unanimously. Thank you.